Welcome, guys. I'd like to welcome you back. And if you guys like sports at all, please subscribe to this channel because you'll be getting NBA content, MLB content, NFL content, college highlights, NHL, any sport really ever I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about here, and it's just great if you love sports and stuff like that. Join the conversation in the comments. I'm all for it. Here we go. Here's the main part of this. The Celtics are legitimate. It is legitimate now. I think it's a legitimate conversation or argument, whatever you want, that the Celtics can beat the Cavaliers in a 7-game series now. Now, before you overreact, I'm not saying that they will. I'm saying that is a legitimate argument, which means that they don't have to win the NBA championship this year. I mean, they don't have to go to the NBA Finals this year, and people come back to this video saying, "Hey, you were wrong." No, I'm saying it's a legitimate argument. I'm not arguing for them to actually make it. I'm arguing for people who are actually making the arguments to make it. So it's kind of a weird thing. But what I want to say is this. The Cleveland Cavaliers are struggling as of late. And all I know, they do have LeBron James, and they do have, well, LeBron James. You gotta realize this. LeBron can't always do it all. He is one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. But you need other players around you. You can't just take the whole team by yourself and win a championship or go to the finals. Okay? It's not going to happen. Look, LeBron has carried teams before, and he's done great. But he can't always do it. So what I want to say is this. He's old right now. He's getting older. He's not. He's still playing amazing. He's playing lights out, but he isn't the raw. He isn't in his prime anymore. He can't always do this. Now, hear me out. The Celtics' first game of the year, Gordon Hayward goes down against who else but the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody thought the season's over. It's the first quarter of the game. It's the first few minutes of the game he goes out. It's huge news. And at the end of the game, it was Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe, 102 to Celtics 100. It was something right there. But that's only a 2-point difference. That's a 2-point difference. And I'd also like to say, the Cavaliers were at their stadium. The Celtics were facing the Cavaliers at their stadium. That's at that stadium, Quicken Loans Arena. That's pretty good, considering where we were last year. We could barely beat them. Also, I'd like to say this. Yeah, last time we faced them, 102 to 88, I think. The Celtics beat the Cavaliers 102 to 88, and that was with the Cavaliers playing without Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah Thomas wanted to rest. But Isaiah Thomas isn't looking too sharp this year. He's averaging, I think, 16.2 points a game, and that's great and all, but that's not the numbers you were saying. You were averaging, you say, I can average 30 points per game this year. No, you can't. Look, I love you, Isaiah Thomas. I think Isaiah Thomas, amazing player. It's just incredible what he's done. But he's not going to put up the same numbers that he did last year. If you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, I'm not hating on him. And I'm not hating on you guys or the Cavs itself. I'm saying this. Isaiah Thomas was in his prime when he did that. He's now out of his prime. And he's no longer the main guy you want with the ball in his hand. Yeah, for shooting, yeah, of course. I'd rather see Isaiah Thomas probably shoot the ball from the three-point line than LeBron James. But in retrospect, LeBron, he's not the main guy with the ball anymore. It's going to be LeBron James trying to drive into the lane. LeBron's going to be the guy trying to hit those mid-range jumpers. He's going to be the guy going into the lane and dunking. Isaiah Thomas is going to be the guy who's mainly used for getting off the ball and getting passed to probably in the corner or straightaway threes. That's going to be Isaiah Thomas's main role. He's going to be able to drive in, of course, once in a while. But LeBron's going to be the main guy with the ball. LeBron's the main guy with all the attention now. And Isaiah Thomas, I think, liked that in Boston because he was the main guy with all the attention. And what I argue is this: is IT going to be back to where he once was? Is 16 points per game the stat he's going to put for the rest of the year, or will he improve? Right now, it's been 2 weeks in, and you're already back. 2 weeks, you're back, and you're not playing like IT, like the Isaiah Thomas that you were, and I didn't expect that, but I was expecting more like 20 points per game this year. I think that was a legitimate estimate. But Isaiah Thomas is like, nah, it's just that, I'm a little rusty still. It's been 2 weeks. You've gotten 2 weeks. You should be able to be getting and going now. And that's why I think, with Kyrie, LeBron was so dominant because Kyrie was there and he can shoot and he can average the points and get into the paint. Isaiah Thomas is great and all, but Kyrie Irving's a lot better, and I think LeBron's really missing Kyrie right now. And Isaiah Thomas is great and all, but he's no Kyrie. Also, I like to say this: Celtics have a way better coach. Brad Stevens is much better than Tyronn Lue at coaching. It's just incredible what Brad Stevens has done in the Celtics organization. Best coach in the East, in my opinion. And it's just incredible. Also, I'd like to tell you this. Cleveland Cavaliers face the Houston Rockets. Now, the two teams that are potentially going to the finals for the West is the Rockets and the Warriors. The Celtics are the ones that have beaten the Warriors in the past, and they have a great record against them. It's 2-2, of course, but they don't really play the Warriors that much. And Cleveland clearly isn't able to beat them. And I think out of the two teams, Warriors and Rockets, I think the Rockets are the ones that are going to make it to the finals this year. I think it's amazing. I think with Harden, Ariza, Paul, Clint Capella, you got Gordon. It's an incredible team. And I think the Rockets have a chance to actually beat them, the Warriors. And a couple of nights ago, Cleveland Cavaliers got smoked by the by the Rockets at their own stadium. I think it was like 120-88 or something like that. That's horrible. And LeBron's not showing that he's too confident about it. Look, this team, LeBron doesn't really have confidence in his teammates, it looks like. He reporters are asking him, is it okay? Like, are you guys going to bounce back? And he's like, nah. Like, he's not saying, nah, we're not going to bounce back. But he's not just sounding like the confident LeBron James that we once heard, like, saying, I'm the best player in the world. I'm going to do it. He's sounding less sure of himself now. And it looks like the Celtics are clearly could actually legitimately beat the Cavaliers in a 7-game series. Also consider this. Gordon Hayward might be coming back this April. Think about that for a second. Gordon Hayward could be coming back. So, let alone the Celtics beating the Warriors at their stadium. The Celtics beating the Cavaliers at their stadium without Gordon Hayward. They can beat the Cavaliers. With the Celtics, what I'm trying to say is this. With the Celtics beating the Cleveland Cavaliers without Gordon Hayward by a long march, how do you think they're going to fare off against Gordon Hayward? Considering that Gordon Hayward is also coming back, and you're also facing them at Quicken Loans Arena, where I'd like to add you only won by 2. The Cavaliers only won by 2 without Gordon Hayward playing for the Celtics. So now Gordon Hayward's back. In a 7-game series, I think the Celtics could actually beat the Cavaliers in a 7-game series 4-2. I'm not joking. Like, this could be serious. So it's just amazing. Also, there's legitimate talks right now about Lou Williams either coming to Boston or Tyreek Evans coming to Boston. They're great pickups. Honestly, I keep the team the way it is right now. I think the Celtics have a legitimate argument that they could actually make it to the NBA Finals this year. I don't want to say win it, but I think they could actually make it to the NBA Finals this year. Anyway, that's my opinion. Have a great day, guys. If you guys want to argue or agree with me, say, hey, you're right, or you're wrong, and here's why. Leave it down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.